ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ನೂನ್. My sincere pranams to His Holiness Sivakumar Swamiji and Siddaganga Swamigal and all the key leaders who occupied in the dais and the faculty members and the main stakeholder, the today's function, the young budding engineers. Many congratulations to all of you, all the budding students. Next 4 years, you are going to have a great time. Because I look at SIT is something special. Since 2004 and 5, my association started with this great institute where I have observed and I have looked at SIT stand for me, my own definition is it makes you successful. You as a student today and over a period of time as a great citizen of Nama Karnataka and our great country India. And it makes you high level of integrity because of their great value system, probably 100 plus years old this month. And at the same time, it makes you one of the trustworthy individual for all your stakeholders. Your stakeholders like your parents, your teachers, your alma mater, and over a period of time, the industry and this great country and the society. So it makes you successful with high level of integrity and trustworthy, what I look at SIT stand for. So you are really a fortunate to associate next 4 years with this great institute. I still remember probably 1.5 decade ago, whenever we used to, I mean to say the industry, when we look at any new initiative to start, because always when a service organization like us to hire a huge number of people from the institutes, this is one of the institutes where we can do huge number of experiments. If you would like to extend a credit course to deliver, as a prototype we start with SIT. Probably if you look at out of 250 plus institutes we have in Karnataka, we start one with Bangalore region and another one with North Karnataka. So the entire Bangalore region, SIT is one of our lovable collaborative institute to start any new initiative. And another institute we do it in the North Karnataka region. So these are the two. We will do an experiment, and I'm sure the kind of leadership, I remember, the today Joint Secretary, sometime back Principal Sir Sivakumar sir and his team, the amount of passion which they deliver, any initiative come from an industry, it is going to be not just for a tick mark, it is something great success we notice. It is going to be a win-win situation to the academia as an institute, to the students, and even external stakeholders like us from the industry. That's where we see the success of our initiative, and then we expand these initiatives in other institutes and with other universities elsewhere, probably from the followed year onwards. I remember we were starting some course deliverables to the students, to best awards to given to the students, and some curriculum designing and training the students. And in the near future, we are looking forward to have another new initiative. Probably in few weeks from now, we are looking forward to have the initial discussion with that. So the message what I am trying to convey, friends, a big congratulations to all, because you opted to one of the value-based great organization since 1963 without diluting their values. A big round of applause to all of you. And my best wishes to all the parents. Your wards are in the safe hands. Not only I may not be a parent of my children, who's get fortunate to study in this institute due to various reasons, but you are one among the few opted your ward to join in this institute, and they are taken care. Next 4 years, you will see a huge transformation from your wards. What is the importance of respect individual? It's something you do observe the kind of transformation. And some of the parents maybe come from a technology background. You may notice the transformation of their technology knowledge, which is something some of the parents probably various reasons unable to pursue the professional course, first of all, and secondly, you are maybe unfortunate to study in this great kind of an institute. So all your dreams you are trying to fulfill through your ward, your son or a daughter. I can assure, with my 19 years of association with this great institute, your dreams are going to fulfill in next 4 years with high level of great colors. And they are not going to be a proud moment for you as a parent. It is a proud to this great institute, Nama Karnataka, and this great country. We are all looking forward to. So many best wishes to all the parents. Now, my dear students, there are small story I would like to talk about before I move on to another couple of points and then try to wind up. Before we would like to hear from the great leaders and Swamiji is going to talk about. Today, engineering education is something I look at very easy to join in any institute to pursue the engineering program next 4 years. Unfortunately, it was not the same scenario maybe 30 years ago. At least, as I hail from a small town in Andhra Pradesh, we were having for 3-4 districts only one engineering college used to be there. I refused to join one of the institutes where I got the admission, probably around 700 kilometers from my native. So I thought, let me look for some other program, graduation, and then go for a master's and so on. So, but today, anybody and everybody who meet basic requirement in your 11th and 12th or PUC, you are assured that you can get an admission in engineering program. So you all may be aware, huge amount of thousands and thousands of people are passing out every year with this engineering graduation program. But believe me, friends, today, high level of application knowledge is something which is expected from a professional course student like an engineering program graduate passing out from any institute. But you being a student of one of the great respected valued institute like this, you have a little more higher responsibility to gain better application knowledge. See, your academic curriculum, 4 years with the great teachers, what you are going to be hearing from, gaining the distinctions are very, very easy. Today, when I look at in engineering program, getting a second class marks is very difficult. First class is easy. First class with distinction is much more easy if you attend the classes on a regular basis. That's how I look at it. Maybe few parameters may vary here and there. But academic percentage with the distinctions and little different parameters Along with, there are a few other skills also equally important. Being a professional degree holder going to be, you need to gain good amount of application knowledge, which is very, very, very important. So my story, it talks about the importance of application knowledge from a professional degree you are going to gain 4 years from now. In due respect to all the graduates, all the graduate programs what we have in India. All the graduate programs are equally important and they are highly respected. You all may be knowing. Today, every industry is looking at to hire not only engineering graduate, they are hiring commerce, they are hiring chartered accountants, management, you name any graduates. Domain expertise. Some of the parents come from medical background, some of the parents come from a different domain background, they are also equally important whatever the degree they carry. So, due respect to the all graduate programs, you have a higher responsibility to be called as a true engineer. So, the story goes like this. If I give a steel rod of this size, I hope I am visible to all. This size of a steel rod given to a normal graduates, again I am disclaimer conveying friends, parents, due respect to all the graduate programs. So a normal graduates within their own limited knowledge, limited hands-on experience, when they've been asked to generate a set of products from this steel rod, which will incur some revenue, which will generate some revenue, right? With their limited knowledge and they are able to produce, we all comfortable with the mathematics. You know, engineering means you completed PUC with mathematics background. Definitely, I'm sure you're all likes mathematics, not because my name is Srinivasa Ramanujan, great mathematician name. Engineering, in the sense, you have to be good at your mathematics, right? So coming back to the story, a normal graduates with their limited knowledge, they are able to produce. I'm using algebra here. X number of needles. The needle is going to be used by tailors and beauty boutiques who stitches our shirts and trousers and so on. Right? I hope you are all clear what I am trying to convey. They are able to produce X number of steel needles from the bigger size of a steel rod. It will generate Y rupees or dollars. But on the other side, with high level of innovative ideas, guidance from the great teachers, what you are going to experience, you are going to gain the huge amount of application knowledge. Some of the alumni already shared their experiences some time back, the two girls from the 7th semester. So with this application knowledge, they are supposed to generate, and they are from the same size of a steel rod, they are able to produce x to the power of n small springs, which are going to be used in Switzerland wristwatches. We all use as wristwatches to see the time and so on. X to the power of n small springs which are going to be used in imported wristwatch manufacturing industry, it will generate y to the power of n rupees or dollars. That's the power of the true engineering. So, my dear friends, how you gain the application knowledge along with your curriculum, some of our friends mentioned in the beginning, try to involve in each and every tech fest or a symposium or any event, along with your bookish knowledge, along with the knowledgeable teachers, what they are going to cover the syllabus, you are going to get an opportunity to hear from the subject matter experts of that particular event that will make you to gain your application knowledge. Another way, because principal was, sir was talking about in the beginning, close to 250 plus industry collaborations when it comes to the hiring these institutes has since many decades. Utilize these opportunities proactively. You give me an opportunity, let me pursue some internship with some of the industry along with your regular syllabus. You are going to learn the industry perspective of the same concept what you study. That makes you to increase your application knowledge. So never ever miss the opportunity, or because your HOD or a professor or a teacher or your parents forcing you to do certain things for the sake of it or for the sake of a tick mark, don't do that. Put your 100% commitment with high level of passion. Absolutely, that's what we are all looking forward to gain huge amount of application knowledge, which is very, very, very important, my dear friends. If you ask me from a mathematics background or any other subject what you are going to study, maybe because you just finished your 12th, until yesterday, if you question yourself, I have studied calculus, integration, mathematics, metrics. What way I am going to apply this knowledge in the real world, you may or may not be able to have a solid answer. But as you study your next 8 semesters with a great learning from all the great teachers, you will start thinking where I am going to apply this 4 by 4 matrix or 3 by 4 or maybe my integration calculus or trigonometry or algebra and so on. Why I am learning until your 12th standard, it may be, I don't know whether you may have a question in your mind or you may have, but you don't have an answer. Some of you would have attempted to know, maybe from your teacher, your parents or your siblings who are elder to you and so on. But now you are going to hands-on that, you are going to experience from your second or third semester onwards, that makes you a true engineer, provided you involve yourself with high level of commitment, with great passion, then it makes you a true engineer with high level of application knowledge. I do understand, I hope so, this in this crowd also, I'm sure some of you would have joined engineering program by your own choice or your own interest. But there may be possibility some percentage of people would have joined engineering program by force. Somebody would have asked you to join because 4 years you somehow study, you will get a job easily. Or maybe some of you look for a master's degree program to pursue outside India. This may be a stepping stone. So some portion of people who joined by force because my parents asked me to study, or my teachers asked me to study, or my elders or my neighbors, none of us asked to join because my cousin in other town who is pursuing engineering, so let me also study. Do I have the capability to study or not? It doesn't matter. But my sincere appeal to all of you, my dear friends, until you may have a regret, why did I join engineering program until yesterday, my sincere appeal to all of you, all your regrets keep outside this great institute gate, because you are in the wonderful hands of this great, valued, respected, education temple, I would call it as. You are going to have a great time next 4 years. Never ever think that I had a regret, but today let me move forward. That's what I sincerely appeal all the young budding engineering friends. High level of commitment with passion is something what extremely important, my dear friends. As I was talking about, the respect individual is something probably I started practicing by looking at the people like Dr. Sivakumar sir and so on, entire history. Today, I really miss directors are here for various reasons. He always taught us so many professional skills, how to behave with any individual. I may be a probably small, experienced person. When I look at the knowledge at their age, but the way they respect for a person is something great. Be it be a security guard or maybe a car driver or any individual at a high level who are from their own alma mater or any other industry. So my sincere appeal all of you, they are your role models. Why I want to talk about this respect individual is something very, very important value. I request all of you to inculcate from today is not only your parents, you start respecting every individual whom you are going to interact in, day out. Very, very important. You may Google the values of Tata Group, where I come from, along with one of my colleagues also accompanies today. But I know what are the values in paper, or maybe if I search in the Google, it may there. But I started practicing by looking at these great people. You are all really, again, I would like to emphasize, fortunate to join in this great institute. There are so many role models are there. Not only the leaders like Sukumar sir, I'm trying to quote, there are so many senior faculty I know who are sitting in the second and third row and even front rows. They are highly knowledgeable, qualified, more than 3.5 decades of experience. But when you start interacting, maybe tomorrow or today evening onwards, you will experience the kind of warm feel you get as if you are talking to your own family members. So I started practicing, and that makes me what I am today in my own capacity in the industry. I appeal all of you to practice respect individual is one of the important value, along with your subject knowledge. At the same time, in the SIT, I told I stand for integrity. My dear friends, today in India, lot of young people like you all pursuing their graduate program as an engineer, but post which some good percentage of people are going to move towards the government sector, maybe by administrative services, IAS, IES, IPS, and so on, and even different, private sectors also. Whatever the great heights you grow from today throughout your life, never ever think of diluting your integrity, my dear friends. These are the great role models for all of us. How best I can serve back to the society, and I'm sure people from non-Tumkur are going to experience the Siddaganga mud. Maybe in batches, and I request all of you ensure to go and serve back to the society. There are people, wonderful people are there, who is giving an opportunity for us to share a little knowledge what we have to somebody who is looking forward. So giving back to the society is something very, very important, my dear friend. You as a student today, over a period of time as an employee or as an entrepreneur, you may start your own organization later. Because there are so many like that, I know, who are many industries started in around Tumkur and across the globe, who are alma mater of this institute. So ensure that high level of integrity with giving back to the society, something very, very important, my dear friends. Ensure to follow very religiously and strictly, not because somebody told. Very, very important. Today, until yesterday, another point I would like to convey, the way you studied your 11th, 12th, or PUC or any other category of syllabus, you are an individual contributor. If I share my learning to my classmate, I am having a concern that I may miss my topper rank. I may miss my probably state rank or any other bigger rank. So if I share my physics learnings or mathematics or chemistry to my classmate who's really unable to understand better, so he's asking me to explain, but as an individual contributor, I keep the knowledge within. But from today, my dear friends, I appeal all of you to be a good team player. Another important value to practice learning and sharing. The best examples are all these great teachers. They're all not just skilled today, over a period of time, they become obsolete. They're all knowledgeable people in their own area. So we have to become knowledgeable. How? Only by sharing our little knowledge to somebody. How do we get the opportunity? If really some of our classmates are unable to understand sometimes, you take the proactive step to call your classmate. You are not clear? I am clear on certain things. Let me explain to you. Then you become the knowledgeable in that area. It can be a mechanical stream, civil engineering, electrical, computer science, whatever the engineering stream you belong to. Start practicing learning and sharing, which is very, very important. Because still yesterday, the way you study, and next 4 years, it's something different. Your academic percentages are equally important. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, you try to share your learnings, become knowledgeable, and try to be a good team player. As a team, you think about how you can become successful along with your team, rather me as an individual. As somebody was talking about, participate in every activity. It can be a sports event or cultural or extracurricular, any reason. Even if you don't like, you cheer up, you encourage your classmates, your seniors, your juniors. Because these 4 years are going to be something unforgettable, and probably for majority of the percentage of people, probably this 4 years is the last stage of your classroom studies timeline, I would say. Probably we are one way the culprits, I would call it as. The industry people, when the people are at 7th semester, they keep visiting to the academia who are eligible, they start hiring these people when they are at undergrad level, which is BE or BTech. So very few percentage people, even though they have a job opportunity in their hand, they move out of this job to pursue their master's degree program. So if I hire around 100, maybe 85 people will join in the industry, only 10 to 15 people will go for masters. So majority of the people, all of you, this 4 years tenure is the last cycle of your classroom learning. Enjoy every moment. Keep your classmates, your branch mates, bench mates, hostel mates, as strong bonding as possible, because after 4 years, you are going to see the real competitive world down the line. So these 4 years are one of the happiest days which will make you to keep you great memories all the time. So cherish every moment of this 4 years engineering program. Ensure that maintain your bonding with your classmates, your college mates, if possible throughout your life. Because this is the great opportunity to meet great people, great intellect people from yourself with the guidance of these great people here. So next 4 years should have wonderful time, good days, bad days, tough days. Try to start mingle with each and every individual's problems, happy days, bad days. That makes you much more stronger when it comes to when you become an employee, project manager over a period of time. All your great times of next 4 years, which taught you so many learnings, it makes you a better way to handle much more tougher challenges in real life down the line. So very, very important, my dear friends. The way you studied until yesterday, from today, how you need to be. And I remember in the past, in this kind of an occasion, here the director sir used to talk about one of his close friend is a great cardiologist in Bangalore, world famous doctor. He used to talk about he has done hundreds and thousands of heart surgeries. With the permission from the institute, I am taking from director's statements who's unable to make it today. This is what I learned during my past visits on this kind of an occasions. My dear boys and girls, this cardiologist done thousands and thousands of heart surgeries where during that he didn't find something fishy in the individual's heart. So at times, next 4 years you may see a different category of statement from your classmates that somebody is there in somebody else's heart. But don't believe that. Your main focus is to fulfill your parents' dream, your institute's values to retain. The main motto is to maintain your academic percentages, how to be a good, great citizen, how to learn application knowledge and great academic percentages, good behavioral aspects, how you can go into get a great job opportunity through which you can serve this great country. Today, we are calling it as India is a developing country with all your great efforts down the line. Very soon, we will be called as India is a developed country. I mean, the great leader, our Prime Minister is also moving towards that, believing that, a lot of new initiatives are bringing in to encourage the young people who are having the right talent, be it in the agriculture sector or healthcare sector or banking, retail, every industry sector. Ensure that how you are going to fulfill all the key stakeholders' dreams and their aspirations along with whatever the small number of points which I conveyed, take it very seriously. From as an industry representative, I would like to convey trying to ensure that every industry today, no bar to the engineering stream. Industries are equally treating all the engineering streams. Civil, mechanical, electrical, computer science, all the streams are equally treated. But any industry sector, when they are coming to validate and evaluate and giving a job opportunity, they are looking at your behavioral skills, your academic percentage, at the same time, your logical thinking, analytical skills, how you are able to represent that in terms of a programming language. You may be a civil or electrical department engineering student, but still they expect these qualities. Even a company like manufacturing organizations or IT industry, IT service or IT core organization, everybody is looking at these are the key important skills. I sincerely appeal all of you to put serious thoughts and efforts to learn to become a good, true engineer by next 4 years. Before I wind up, my dear friends, there is something else also equally important. I want you to take it very, very seriously, not only today, throughout your life. Again, I would call it as some of these great people are the inspiration or role model. We should never ever lose something. Once we lose that, nothing else to lose. Something called character. My dear friends, at any point of time, don't ever lose your character, which is very, very important throughout your life. That's another quality which makes all your stakeholders feel very, very proud of. So, with that, once again, my many congratulations to all the fortunate SIT budding engineers. Best wishes to the parents, and I would like to thanks once again and the pranams to all the Swamiji and the faculty for making me also to share a few thoughts on this great occasion. Many thanks, all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.